and welcome to one of our VCARVE series. This is going to be on textured signs. So as you probably saw when you first came onto the video, the sign that we're going to do is a staff parking lot sign. So we want to have the letters stand up, have the texture behind it, because the top's going to be painted one color and the texture and the certain other places are going to have a different color, and we'll show you that. Before we get started, if you would, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and actually leave me a comment of your thoughts on this whole process of sign making. Thank you. So let's start a new file. This one is going to be, I've already got it set in here, 97 by 11.5. And if you notice, the height is going this way versus left and right because this is the table, how it's going to cut on the table. I've got 2.5 inches in there. It actually is going to be 2 inches. Because typically I would shave a 1/2 inch off, a 1/4 inch off each side, just to make sure that the wood was flat. And we will start it in the center here, and we will hit OK. Now that we've got that, we're going to do a couple borders here that we're going to cut around. Our first one is going to be 96 by 10, and that should actually be our sign. We want to make sure that it's 0, 0, so it lines up right inside where it's supposed to. We'll hit create, and we've got that border. Our next one is going to be 93.5 inches. I know I'm throwing some numbers out here, but you'll see it here in a sec once I get completed with this, and that's going to be by 7.5. Let's see how it is a border within a border. Then our next one is going to be 92 by 6. And that's what's going to hold our letters inside that. So we've got that done on our borders. Now we want to do our letters. Make sure they're 3-inch letters. And it is going to be staff. Ooh, it helps if I do it in the right case. Staff parking lot. If I did it right. No, I didn't. Oi. Okay, we've got our letters in here. We'll go ahead and close this out because we've got it at 3. Actually, let's make them a little bold. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, I like that. Okay. We'll close that out. However, the letters are perpendicular to where we want them. So as long as we click on our letters, we come over here, rotate selected objects. Click on that. And we want to turn them 90 degrees. And we'll close that out. And I want to come back over here because I want to make sure this is centered. This software will make sure I'm within 1/1000th of an inch, and I want to get as close as I can to make sure this is perfect. This is sort of one of my pet peeves. I take the extra time just to be sure. So everything lines up perfectly. And that's as best I'm going to get it. Okay. Now the first toolpath we're going to do is going to be to pocket this out around the letters and inside this border. So instead you can either click here, hit shift, and hit this one, or vice versa, or you can just go from right to left, hold your key down, left key down, and include them both. We'll come over to toolpaths and we'll pin it because we want to hold it out here. And this is going to be the pocket toolpath. We'll click on this, and I've already got it in here. So we're starting at 0, which is the top of our wood piece that we're going to use. And we're going to cut down 0.375, which is 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to use an end mill of a 1/4 inch. It's already in there. I've already got this set where I'm doing the offset. You can either do offset or raster, whichever you prefer, and calculate. You will see that it goes around the letters. But some of the letters are not perfect, so that's not a worry. So let's close that out. Let's go back to our 2D view. Now what we want to do is where this is actually the pocket. We want this raised, this a pocket, and this is going to be raised. So we do the same things we did before. Click on these two, and we'll hit the pocket toolpath. We'll go down 0.375 or 3/8 of an inch. Again, we'll be using the end mill, 0.25 inches or 1/4 inch, and hit calculate. Now we've got that one done. If you notice, the other one popped off, we can pop it right back in. So now you can see what our sign is going to look like. However, I do want to get in here before we do the texture toolpath. I want to go around these letters with a 1/8 of an inch, because a lot of this the 1/4 inch won't get into, and I also want to round these corners off a little bit, because if we hit reset preview and preview all toolpaths, look what our letters look like. They're a little bit jagged. We don't want that. So we'll come back to our letters, and I will do a profile toolpath, have it go down 3/8 of an inch, and I'm going to use the end mill, 0.125. Cut on the outside of the line. I don't want to cut on the inside. I want to keep the letters intact, and calculate. Reset preview, preview all toolpaths. There you go, clean it up a lot better, a lot better. Next, we have our texture toolpath. So let's come over here. You want to hit those two, and you want to hit the texturing toolpath button right here. We're going to use ball nose on that, because if you use a flat bit, it's going to look funny. So the ball nose is just going to cut in the tip of the ball. So we'll use the ball right here. Start depth is 0.375, because I've cut everything down already a 3/8 of an inch, so that's where I want to start. My cut depth is going to be 0.1575. This is all up to you and how far you want this to cut in below, in this case, the 3/8 of an inch. So the other sign that this is supposed to match, I've gone ahead and looked at that, and that's approximately what I came out with. The max cut length. So when that blade goes down and it cuts down into it and up, the max length is 3 inches. You can do 1.5 inches, you can do 5 inches. All depends. It's also going to change your time on your machine too. Maximum overlap, I have 30% per line. Step over as 1181. And the angle here is going to be at 90 degrees. If your sign is going from left to right horizontally and it can fit on your CNC machine, you would keep that at 0. In this case, I'm going up and down, so I have to change it to 90 degrees. Now this has a boundary offset, vector offset. What's going to happen is that 1/4 inch ball bit is going to come right up to the letters, and I'll show you this here. And then we'll hit the offset, calculate. So reset preview, preview all toolpaths. See where it cuts in? Letters are a little bit off. I don't want it to hit the letters on each time. So I want to take half of the thickness of the blade that I'm using and bring it away from the letters. So that's the offset. So if we go back into texture and we hit edit, and I put this at half of it, 0.125 inches, and calculate. We'll take a look at it again. Reset preview, preview all toolpaths. Now they're not that eaten up at all. You can look at that lines. Yep. But what we do want to do is our profile that we did around the letters, we want to change that and make that the last thing, just in case. So we'll make that last. So reset preview, preview all toolpaths. We have our texture, we have our sign complete. So this is where I was telling you before, this line, the letters, and the same with this and this are going to be one color, and the internal part of the pockets will be another. Hopefully that helps you out. We will have more regarding different textures coming up on our VCARVE series, and thank you for watching.